So we are in fact going to have two new evolutions coming in at one time this season once again. I thought today we were going to get the gameplay for the Evolved Tesla, but instead we're getting the stats and how the ability works for the Evolved Zap, which is also coming in March as well. So this is a 2-cycle evolution. The stats overall are similar to the regular Zap, except the ability, which is absolutely broken. So it has a final radius of 3.5 tiles, which is larger than the regular Zap itself, so you can kind of compare this to a poison. The damage it deals is 576, which is enough to kill a magic archer, and the ability is the triple shock. So the Zap area grows and shocks targets 2 more times. One important thing worth noting is the initial damage caused by the Zap is the same for the normal and the evolved version. So if we quickly compare the regular Zap to the evolved one, they're going to be very similar. Of course, the artwork looks different for the evolved. Looks pretty cool in my opinion. The main difference is that radius, and then of course the triple shock that the evolved one has. Gameplay for the Evolved Zap should be out tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, but there's a lot more details I'm going to share with you guys about how the ability works, and also some things the Evolved Zap will be able to kill. And then towards the end of the video, I'll show you guys a game with a deck that I think will be good with the Evolved Zap once it's out. Usually after a Zap is deployed, you usually see a blue spark that shocks targets in its range, but quickly goes away afterwards. The Evolved Zap looks quite different. Not only does it have a purple tint, it also creates a light ring on the outside of the damaged area. This ring starts to grow and zaps every target that is inside 2 more times. There are 3 zaps in total. The first one damages the usual area with a radius of 2.5 tiles. As the ring grows, it zaps again at the radius of 3 and 3.5 tiles. Each of the zaps happen around 1 second apart. For reference, the radius of the final zap is 3.5 tiles, which is the same as the poison. Compared to the initial area, this is almost twice as big. This ability can completely change how Zap is used during battles. Usually Zap requires precise timing to reach the right targets at the right time. The evolution is very different, as it creates a time window in which opponents won't want to place troops. This means that Evolution Zap could be used preemptively to create a safe area similar to what Poison does. So here's some examples of things you can kill with the Evolved Zap. As you guys know, the regular Zap is already able to take out these things like the Spear Goblins and the Bats, for example, but the Goblins, Spirits, Minions, Dark Goblin, Princess, Archers, and Firecracker, which are all able to die to arrows, is killed by 2 zaps. And then you have the Evolved Firecracker, Zappies, Magic Archer, Mother Witch, which are taken out by 3 zaps, which is absolutely insane. So you can think of 2 zaps as being close to the amount of damage that arrows deal, and 3 zaps being close to Fireball. Alright, before I get into a game with what I think will be a pretty good Evolved Zap deck, let's see what people's opinion in the community are of the Evolved Zap. Killing troops like Magic Archer will actually be huge. Yeah, the fact that it does that for only 2 elixir, so broken. I just hope cycle players don't abuse this for the tower damage. That's a really good point, because the Zap deals so much damage on towers for only 2 elixir, basically the same amount of damage as a Fireball, which is insane. Kills Magic Archer, I'm speechless. Next thing you're going to tell me is Evolved Rocket will take out Giant. So everyone's shocked by that detail, and things like Sparky and Infernos are just going to get absolutely destroyed. So everyone is really focused on the fact that it deals just a ton of damage. It's probably also going to be really good against the Cannoneer, because the Cannoneer has less tower health, though this is what people are saying the damage deals to towers. This guy makes a good point, though. Well, Zap's been irrelevant in the meta for a while, so might as well make it strong before it gets a small nerf. I have to say, if they are going to give it a spell in evolution, I'm very happy that it is the Zap, because I do think Zap is one of the weaker spells in the game compared to some of the others. So I don't mind this being the first evolution they give to a spell. Okay guys, in my opinion, P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam decks like this are going to be very good with the Evolved Zap next season. I'll explain why when we get into the game. So the reason why is because, as a lot of you guys know, the Zap already pairs well with the P.E.K.K.A, but if we look at the balance changes that are happening next season, as I've already talked about in my last video, if you guys saw that, the P.E.K.K.A is getting a pretty big range buff, and the Magic Archer's getting a first hit buff as well, and the Evolved Archers pair very well in this deck. Now, if you don't have the Evolved Archers, you can end up using the Ewiz if you want, which is traditionally what is in the deck. I have a lot of my cards here at level 14, so hopefully we can end up winning this, and maybe this guy has all his at 15, so we'll see. We could potentially be at a little bit of a disadvantage, but yeah, I think P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam is definitely going to be back. The Evolved Zap is going to help revive it. Think about how many buffs the P.E.K.K.A got. The P.E.K.K.A got one itself, Magic Archer pairs well in the deck, got one. Evolve Zap, I mean, it's just an endless amount of buffs, essentially. Now, it probably wasn't a good idea to have Cannoneer in this deck. I forgot to swap in, I guess, the Princess Tower. It doesn't really matter, though. We'll try to win anyway. Okay, so let's just go Magic Archer here. And it's crazy to think the Evolve Zap's going to kill the Magic Archer now. I feel like you're going to have to make sure if the other person has something like an Evolve Zap, don't play something next to your tower when they have an Encycle, because it's just free damage for them. It's just such a bad idea. Okay, so I'm going to just let the... Alright, let's just zap this. Boom. That should be fine. And then let's go for our Evo Archers like this here on that little Prince. Should be solid. And he's going to go for... Okay, nice. That's going to kill everything. The Evo Archers are just so OP. It's ridiculous. We're going to go Bandit here. And he's going to go for the Goblin Gang. Alright, so yeah, if you are a P.E.K.K.A player, what I'd really recommend, because it's going to be back now, is focus on getting your Evo Archers, get them evolved. That's maybe what you should focus on saving your shards for. That would probably be my recommendation to you guys who enjoy playing P.E.K.K.A. So let's see here. He's going to go for a log, and we are going to get the... Okay, so let's just poison this to take out the little Prince, and we're also going to get chip damage on top of the tower as well. We'll split our archers here, and he's going to go for the Spear Gob, so I'll just go ahead and zap. That should be okay. Let's see. He's going to go for a defensive mortar, so I'll just go for a ghost like this, and we'll go Bandit in the back. Evo Knight. Okay, so that is his evolution, I guess. Maybe just go for a defensive P.E.K.K.A here. That should work out, and then I'll probably just end up poisoning the... Or, excuse me, zapping the Skelly Barrel, just to help out that P.E.K.K.A over there. Unfortunately, that mortar locked on. That wasn't what I wanted. Maybe it's okay, though. I don't know. Alright, he logged there. Let's just go archers like this, and then maybe go for a battle ram. Sweet. And then I have my magic archer ready. He's going to go mortar, though, for sure, if I had to guess. No, he actually fireballed. That's surprising. I don't know why he did that. I guess it wasn't a bad play, necessarily, but I wasn't expecting it, nonetheless. We'll just go for a ghost like this. Boom. And, okay, Zap gonna come in on top of that, like so. Okay, let's see. Okay, he goes in for that. He lines it up, though, so Magic Archer was able to hit both. Maybe we go Archers like this, and then I kind of want to... Okay, we're gonna go P.E.K.K.A at the bridge here, I think. He's gonna go for the ability. Let's see. Okay, I just realized that Ghost isn't doing squat in terms of distracting, so that wasn't too smart on my end. He might have just overcommitted, though. We could probably send in a Battle Ram here and try to make something out of this, potentially. Now, the problem is all my interactions are not going the right way because of the under-leveled cards I have. So this is going to just end up being a very close game that comes down to the wire. It probably doesn't help either that I have the Cannoneer in this type of matchup, but we'll, I guess, try to win anyway, if that's even possible, potentially. Okay, he's going to fireball that. He kind of messed up the fireball, though. Let's just go for a battle ram like this to make sure that that mortar doesn't somehow lock on the tower. Okay, good. It would have if I didn't play that, so that's really good that I did. And battle ram is coming in. It isn't going to connect, but the barbs are not going to lock on the tower. It was very close, though. Okay, fireballed that. He's getting a little bit... I don't know. I feel like he's kind of slipping his defense up a little bit here, so we might have possibility at this point. Magic Archer, I don't know if that's lined up on the... No, I don't think it is. He just fireballed, though, so let's see. I'll go in for a battle ram, and then let's go archers like this. I don't know. This is going to be... okay, he got that mortar down. Wait, Magic Archer line up, potentially? Nah, I don't think so. I'm going to poison, though. Oh, the Magic Archer just saved me. That's so clutch. All right, well, there you guys go. Hope you enjoyed the video. That was a really clutch ending. Wow, I thought I was going to lose that for sure. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed.